Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Black 14. Black 14. Go!
On the run, it's Hansen. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Moore. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. Turning it on. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments.
wide-out level noise. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They went 3-and-out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Great place to start for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the grab in their space. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Moore. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal. Moore with the play fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. Maybe a crease. Crosses midfield. At the 30. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. From the red zone, it's Peoples. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for open space. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Moore. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing